Hi, welcome back to Inspired Word, where we're doing a verse-by-verse study through the book of the Revelation of Jesus. We're in chapter 3, and we're on the second church in chapter 3, which would be the sixth church out of the seven, the Church of Philadelphia, everybody's favorite church. He says, "And to the angel of the Church of Philadelphia write, these things says he that's holy, who is true, who has the key of David, that what he opens, no one shuts, and what he shuts, no one opens. Behold, I've opened a door for you, and no one can shut it. Indeed, for you have a little strength, and you've kept my word, and you've not denied my name. Indeed, I will make those of the synagogue of Satan, who say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Indeed, I will make them come and worship before my feet, and know that you're the ones that I've loved. Because you've kept my command to persevere, I also will keep you from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the whole world, to test those who dwell on the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast to what you have, that no one may take your crown. He who overcomes, I will make him a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go out no more. And I will write on him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, the new Jerusalem, which comes down out of heaven from my God, and I will write on him a new name. He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches." Now, everybody always wants to believe they're from the Church of Philadelphia. This is the weak church that God had nothing bad to say about, but he's going to deliver them through the time. If you'll notice, there's two churches that God had nothing bad to say about. There's also the Church of Smyrna. But you never hear people saying, I want to be the Church of Smyrna, because that's the poor, persecuted church. And yet, God had nothing bad to say about them also. Now, in the Church of Philadelphia, he says, he that has the key of David. Now, if you follow this reference to the key of David, that who no one opens, what he opens, no one shuts, and what he shuts, nobody opens. This reference is the reference from Isaiah, where he talks about, I will give my servant Eliakim the key of David, that what he opens no one will shut, and what he shuts no one will open. He's saying, behold, I open a door for you. Now, this is considered the missionary church right here, the Church of Philadelphia. They usually translate Philadelphia brotherly love. That's not 100% correct, but it's close enough, and it gets the general gist across. One of the things I notice on this one is the two churches that he had nothing bad to say about, both of them he makes a reference to those that say they're Jews and are not, but do lie, that are from the synagogue of Satan. Also, both of them he talks about crowns. Church of Smyrna, he says, in the face of death, don't deny me, I'll give you a crown of life. This one, he says, hold fast to what you have, that no one may take your crown. They already have their crown. Now, on this one over here, if you'll notice, when he says, he that overcomes, I'll write on your forehead the name of my God and the name of his city. In other words, the seal of a king was his name and his kingdom. So this is the seal of God on their forehead. Where do you see this again? Well, as we go into chapter 6, when you get it, or I'm sorry, chapter 7, when we get into chapter 7, he talks about the 144,000 that are sealed with the seal of God on their forehead, which is the name of God and the name of his city. So we're seeing here where those that overcome are sealed with the seal of God to being protected. Now, this is a unique group right here, because the 144,000, he's making it very explicit that these are all Jews from 12 of the 12, 12,000 from 12 of the 12 tribes of Israel. He's saying specifically they're Jews. This is where that reference goes back to those that say they are Jews but are not, but are from the synagogue of Satan. Just like Jesus, where the Pharisees came against him, and he said, you're from the synagogue of Satan because Satan's your father. This is the same type thing of Jews who are persecuting Messianic Jews, Jews for Jesus, who have the testimony of Jesus Christ, but are being persecuted against by the Orthodox Jews who don't recognize Jesus as the Messiah. I see this as a common factor linked between the two good churches, between both Smyrna and both Philadelphia. Now, if we correlate the parables from Matthew chapter 13 here. It's the parable of the pearl of great price, where he sold everything for this pearl. What he's talking about here is they're sold out. Now, a pearl is a Gentile reference. The Jews didn't treasure pearls, they treasured diamonds. Pearls came from shellfish. Shellfish were unclean. So the pearl is a reference to the Gentiles. What we're talking about here is Messianic Jews who were sold out to evangelizing Gentiles. This is kind of a unique slant on this over here. Also, if you're going to go through the time frames here in terms of where this would fall, this would be the times of the revival that came in for the Church of Philadelphia here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this study. Next time we come back, we'll be finishing chapter 3 with the Church of Laodicea. And if you'll notice, that's probably one of the most well-known because of some of the verses that are used in there, but it's the apostate church. And it's where we would end up right now today. I'll see you back here at Inspired Word.